Seem crazy, but believe me, Maisie, I'll be right by your side. I lost the lyrics for a minute. Hey, whoops. There we go. Why you gotta bring that up, man? You're gonna freak me out. Anyway. Hi, hello. Um, for today's Strawman, we were, doing Random Bullshit Go. I had a monster last stream, so that means today's fine, but I've been over caffeinating lately, so I'm just gonna start with water, and I just brushed my teeth. Always remember to drink water. The reason why I cringed because it's ice water, and I just brushed my teeth, and mint and ice feel so amazing together. Since I got really nothing to yap about, we're just going to flashbang. Alright, that's good, that's good. Random bullshit go. Alright, so I'm gonna work on this, this thumbnail. Do I have a collage for it? No, I don't. I just have a collage for the other thing. Which is fine. Notice the Rowlet plushie on the shelf. Favorite Pokemon? One of. I like Decidueye, but my favorite Pokemon is that, like, a tie between Sylveon, Goodra, and Lucario. And I do have a Sylveon. Rachir. They watch over me. Also have several other plushies above that you can't see. Got a Blastoise and a D-Watt. You can't see them, but what am I looking for? Okay. Minor spoilers for the next upcoming video with this. So, shh. But also get hyped. Squirtle, Weavile, and Scizor. Those are cool ones. I also really like, yeah, let's start a collage of the books as well. Wait. I also like Frostlass and Misdrevious. You know, I just like a bunch of different Pokemon. Not enough to say one or the other is my favorite. I just opened the same file 3 times. Okay, that's 1. What's the take on the new Megas? I don't pay attention. If it has to do with the games, really, I have not been paying attention at all, because I don't really care. I never really liked the Mega Evolutions. Wish I could open up multiple files at the same time, but that's not how the dealio works. Ooh, I also have that one. And that one. Frostlass specifically? Well, Stonerunt's kind of cute. The male version is fine. It's just Frostlass has a very unique beauty that I enjoy. Here's the thing too, I also really like Delphox. What's another one I really like? Zoroark. I really like Zoroark. But then again, it's not like, I like them enough to say they're my favorite. Because I just don't have a favorite Pokemon. I have Pokemon I gravitate towards. I did see them, and I have no take on them because I just don't care. The thing from another world. There are more, I just don't have the files to them, which is stupid. Oh, I do have this one. I know it might seem crazy, but believe me, Maisie, I'll be right by your side. Oh, I wish I didn't put the Narnia ones up so high. Balls. Hang on, let me just, there we go. I could have sworn I had... I do have one more, It's put away. Boom. Found a new hobby, and yes, it has to do with Pokemon. Oh my god, have you become a card collector? Nothing wrong with the hobby, just practice ethical card trading. Oh god, I know some card traders, and I say this with all the love in my heart. They can be some of the most insufferable assholes you've ever seen. Okay, I'm going to save as photos thing. Collect. Close. And then... No, not that one, not that one. Where the... This is in the wrong folder, technically. If I do this, and then... With these... You've been 3D printing! Oh, okay. That's better. No, 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 no. No, that's not it. Okay. What if I just do the thing? There. I don't know why that's sliced off. I will accidentally be covering up The Hobbit and Jurassic Park, but that's just how it's happening. Oh, as long as I don't cover up the Princess Bride. Let's not do that. There we go. There we go. Is this one it? This is a little busy. Because then it would be... something like... Oh, it should be at 1. There we go. That's a bit much. Okay. Why is that way up there? Okay, well, whatever, that's fine. As long as it's semi-centered. Unless... This is why it takes me 12 years to make a video. Not just the scripting and the editing and redrawing all the sprites, but I also have to come up with a cool thumbnail. Maisie. Sleep me, Maisie. You've got a love inside your heart that's burning like a frying pan. You're doing the best you can. Here's the thing with making thumbnails that are complex in pixels and whatnot, you have to keep... YouTube freaks out when you make any thumbnail that's over some odd gigawatts. It's not gigawatts, but you know what I mean. It's just... if you're even 1 point of a percentile bigger than what they like, hoo boy. Do they ever make it your problem? They're like, nope, we can't upload your entire video, your thumbnail. It's too hard. And when you finally do get it to their parameters that they say works, they still crop it. One upside of Twitch, you don't need to worry about thumbnails. Because that's not what they do. Nah, that's garbage. Alright. I could just use one of the sprites I made. And if it's like that, I could put my disclaimer thing in the corner. Yay! And then scooch this over. Of course, this will be more impressive and substantial. It'll be like, yay! Something new and something blue, or some bullshit like that. Alright, where are they? Memes, retrowave, the disclaimer. Every time I say the word disclaimer, it reminds me of the Salesman song. The credit song for the horror game The Salesman. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, oh my god, you were missing out. That is the funniest horror game I've ever seen in a while. In a while! Mostly because it's like, oh, this is so funny and satirical, and then you like actually think about it for more than a minute, and you're like, oh my god, this is real life. This is real life. Oh my god, there are literal fridges that play advertisements now. Oh my god! Talk about a pushy salesman that just forces their crap on you because they make life unbearable if you don't accept their shitty product. But then when you do accept their shitty projects, guess what? They own you now. It's like, the true horror was the ads we saw along the way. Because literally the biggest part of the gameplay, the salesman, is watching ads. My camera's falling. Wahapa. Okay. Set. I grabbed it to show people my cat a few, like, on Twitch. Okay, yeah, that's good. I mean, I could angle it up a bit. There you go, there's the top shelf. But most of my hand gestures are down here, so if I have the camera up there, it's just not. Because I'm the salesman, this is the credit song, salesman. It's gonna be in... No, it should be in all caps. Just to show that we really mean it. It would be really funny if it's just cut off at the end. Do I have any other textures I can lay over that would make this really memey? I do have that one though. I'm gonna keep that for just a quick minute. This I'm probably gonna have to fade out the details just a little bit, because I know YouTube's gonna freak out if it's too detailed, so I might have to erase some of the stars. We are deleting the stars. I just realized, like, 0% of my viewership understands that reference, understands the delete the stars reference. God, you just had to be there. That's not what I meant to do! Alright, we're just gonna do this. I know this looks shitty now, but bear with me, it's going to look fine. Also, there's a literal bit in the salesman game where you just scroll on TikTok. I shit you not, and then if you choose to not swipe and just watch this one guy's video, which I think was the dev, it was like, hey guys, you want to be absolutely Sigma? Buy these supplements and you'll up your alpha game. It's so cringe, but it's just so funny, because then it's like, hey guys, I lost the house to my Sigma because I invested all of my money into Alpha Coin. You know, some stupid like that. It's like, oh my god. That is so funny. It's literally just a satirical worldview of the modern era. It's like, oh my god, that's so funny. If you have a dark sense of humor like I do, then it's hilarious. See, now that just lowers the pixels that are going to be needed for that. I will warn you though, if you if you play the salesman, you will get the jingle. Doon 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 doon. Doon 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 doon. You will get that stuck in your head because it plays like 50,000 times in the game, and it's funny every single time. Because you generally feel like you're losing your mind. And it's one of those things where you're like, I'm gonna start a Bohemian Rhapsody if this doesn't stop anytime soon. Alright, now this, am I gonna use the text tool or the edge pen? That one. Definitely not that one. The one thing I don't like about using the edge pen is each time you lift the pen up, it draws over itself. So in order to avoid that, you have to keep your pen constantly down. So it's like, oh no. So E's are the worst. It's just shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. If you value your sanity at all, always keep your thumbnails, even if your videos, even if your thumbnail file is to the exact parameters of YouTube, as soon as it saves, the pixels are going to make it bigger or smaller. So give yourself at least that much space from the edge. Don't hide anything important or that might get cut off by like that much. Because it will, and it'll piss you off. And then you'll have to redo it all over again. No, I'm gonna use text tool for this one. But what font? I use. Do we have impact? Oh, that'd be funny. Well, we have this one. Mango, I'm just... I've actually made it to one of these. Well, welcome in. Hi, hello. If this is your first time being here, then I assure you, yes, we are usually this quiet. Especially when I'm trying to lock in, because I thought I had an idea for doing this thumbnail. And I kind of want it to be a joke, but at the same time, I don't want it to be a bad joke. So what I can do is I can do this. Now stay with me, guys. Copy, paste. So now this is the official text, but now this is something I can do that too. Now, I know this is one of those things where it's like, trust the process, and believe you me, the process must be trusted, or it won't work. Could I I'm gonna try this. Can I Mr. Beast the hell out of this? Oh god, that looks awful! Oh my god. All I need is, like, an app to make a PNG of, not a, yeah, PNG of my son going, you know, YouTube reactor. This is so bad. I kept it right because I wanted to use it for this, actually. Hang on. Oh, no, come on. There we go. Ta-da! Single most powerful weapon. Dude, just trust me. Now, usually when someone says, sources are trust me, bro, run. But when it comes to an artist, sources are trust me, bro, you have to believe them, because if you don't... Oh, I'm about to make a name for myself. I'm gonna use a different font for this one. Black. The all new. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm the salesman, this is the credit song. Usually, how you are let... What? My dyslexic ass is not keeping up with the Okay, usually I am working on different illustrations and comics, but I finished my comic and, oh, how long? 2.5 hours. But this time I just wanted to get at least, Jesus, something started for a video that I'm working on. And I wanted to just get the thumbnail started to kind of advertise, hey, look forward to this. But of course, I can't help myself in, you know, making something memeable because I'm stupid. Wait. I have... Oh, but it's a GIF, though. It's okay. I have Nyan Cat! Where would this work, though? Okay, if I put me... Actually, hang on. This'll work. Trust me, bro. We just delete the ass. And then we just... wide rune. There we go. And then... this... No! That. And also this thing. Put that right there. Make this just a wee bit smaller, so maybe a bit just right there. And then... Nya! Does that look stupid? It kind of looks stupid. Yeah, this looks dumb. This is not going to work for the video series that I have in mind. But the other one that I was working on... Wait, if I put it there... See, this is when the Trust Me Bro starts to wear a little thin, because even I am questioning the Trust Me Bro model. That'll get cut off, but if I put it here, that'd be funny. Do that, and then see what we can come up with. I mean, yeah, I don't mind things being a little bit goofy, but this is supposed to be, like, the disclaimer video start to a video series where I talk about movies and books. So actually, it should... reflect that. Yeah, this is dumb. Hold, please. My brother in Christ. There we go. As funny as that was, we'll keep this in mind for later use. I do have a bunch of other things that I can use. Actually, this one or this one, but then I'll make it in color. We'll put that here. The video is called I'm Starting Something New. And then if I like put a movie here, and then the book here, and then say new, that's not a W, new series? The only reason why I wanted to add the disclaimer bit on the thumbnail is because this is the disclaimer video. And the only reason I wanted to get this done, I'll probably use this one, today, by the latest, is because the video is going up this Sunday. Well, technically it's already up, but it's going live this Sunday, and then, you know... There we go. View that. And then this will be the thumbnail for... This video will be live until, like... Oh, do I want it unlisted? No, I don't want it unlisted, because if I make it live and then put it in a playlist... You know what? If it is unlisted, that would be really funny, because then I could change the thumbnail to my Sona in the Captain America pose and say, so, you got linked to this video. Because of the promise, not a threat, a promise I make in the video. I could do that. We'll see what happens. So, for now, this will be fine. That'll be something else. That'll be there. First one I'm talking about. Do I have the... What's a good book versus movie I could start with? I could start with video 1. No, let's start with the one that actually kicked off the series a little bit, so we'll start with this. And these are very simple covers. We're gonna take this. Thank God. Put her there. And then take this. Should I get rid of the tail? Like, is this too much in the way? Hi, Estimer. Working on a video thumbnail for a new video project because I hate myself, apparently. And I am wondering if the tail is in the way. I could put a bunch of little tiny ones in the corner. And this is gonna probably get changed. And maybe try the tail in a different pose. Yeah, probably. It's just I already... I just copy-pasted the sprite here, so I'm wondering what I could do instead. I could probably just erase the tail. Well, it's no big deal. Yeah, that's better. That is much better. I had another sprite that I could use, but it was also pretty broad. Like me. Alright. That's not centered. Okay. And I'm gonna color this one. Why are you scared? Oh, that is not... Got invited to a bowling with a ton of your coworkers? Oh no. Like 30. Oh my god. Oh, that's why it's on here. No, we wanted normal. We don't have to hang out with all 30 people. But yeah, that is a lot. I can imagine the noise. The sensory hell that's going to be. Especially since I'm shit at bowling. So you'll probably just eat the pizza and then just sit in the corner, officially freaked. You don't have to go. It's not like they're gonna, like, fire you if you don't go. Now, if they do say, hey, you're gonna get fired if you don't go to this bowling party, say, then yeah, here's my 2 weeks. You do need to get out of your bubble. Yeah, yeah. There's that too. But like, if you're genuinely having a meltdown when you're there, don't feel bad about excusing yourself. Low-key surprised you were invited? Oh, well. You know what's same? I was like, people like, hey, yeah, we're inviting you to this. I was like, why? Anytime someone invites me to something and we don't talk often, I'm like, oh, okay. Someone told them to invite everybody. Or this is one of those things where it's a pity invite. And I immediately get pissed off. It's like, pity invites? How dare you? How dare you pity invite me to something I don't even want to go to? There will be cheesy fries, cheer wine slushy, and pool tables. Now that actually does sound like a good time. I just suck ass at bowling, so if you don't just... blow a few hundred quarters at the arcade or something. Cheesy fries and pizza. I'll admit, I actually don't even know how to play bowling. Like, I get the gist. You throw the ball down the aisle, and it goes and hits the pins, and then score. But then again, when people, like, try to explain to me, yep, this is how you do it, I'm like, wait. How do you even hold the ball? My hands are so small. And they're like, oh, you don't even know how to hold the ball? And I'm like, what part of I've never been bowling do you not understand? And they're like, oh, okay, so when you take your usual stance, and I'm like, I'll just keep score for everyone, but you have to tell me what it is. You can make it better. We don't have to fight. I can make a change. I can make a change. Yeah, I just say now when it comes to bowling. And every time I say bowling, I know it's like bowling, but my mouth thinks we're supposed to say bowling. That's not what bowling is. Booby bowling? There's a very, very niche reference that no one would get. If you do get it, wow. Like, this is gonna be a video thumbnail, so it's gonna be like that big to people. I don't need you to respect me, I respect me. I don't need you to love me, I love me. But I want you to know you could know me if you change your mind. Change your mind. That's how you spell series, right? Oh, the spacing is weird. Hang on. Hold. There we go. I find add a bunch of little... Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add a bunch of little versions. Also behind the movies. Well, then maybe just one or two. I really hope I can find all of the book versions that I'm looking for this series. I really hope I can find it, because if I can't find them, I'm just gonna scream. Could probably scoot this in just a little bit. Same with this. What's another tiny book I can fit in the corner? Who could it be now? Do, 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 do. Who could it be knocking at my door? You know something that took me 5 years to discover? Okay, Silence of the Lambs. Right? You got the death head hawk moth in front of the mouth. Why? Because it's important to the story. But also, if you look at the skull that actually is on the back of a death head hawk moth, for this movie, it's women. The skull is made up of women. For the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 victims. No, there were 5 victims. Right? It's been a while since I've seen the movie. But yeah, that's just the tiniest detail no one would see looking at the cover. Now, granted, if this was like a movie-sized poster, people would see. Yeah, these are them's people there. But I didn't notice it for a while. I was like, wow, this spell's drawn a little weird. Well, it's probably just artist rendition. And then only when I was like looking at references to draw fan art, I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh man, YouTube is gonna scream at me for the level of pixels that are gonna be on stream. Alright, and I have a copy of the book cover in a different folder. No, it's right here, it's right here. God, I'm stupid. There we go. I know this is one of my favorite movies, and I am reading the book of all my favorite movies in the series. Spoilers for the series. But oh my god, this is going to actually cause me to have an aneurysm. Because I've heard things about the book version of Silence of the Lambs, and I just said, oh no. Wait, for real? No! So that's gonna be totally not fun for me, but it'll be fun for the audience at least, so hopefully y'all enjoy it. Thing from another world. Also, the book version of The Thing, because yes, The Thing is based on a book, I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble because it's technically based on 2 books. But I'll talk about that when that video eventually comes out. Should I use my handwriting for this one, or should I use official text? Because my handwriting is, when it comes to the edge pen, my handwriting's kind of ass. But when I got this thing, you know. Yeah, my handwriting's kind of ass. So... What's up, Mingo? Welcome back. I think we figured it out. You missed not much. I actually figured it out. I think. Hopefully. Now I'm just contemplating whether or not I like this style of texting, or if I should try something else. Should say video series. Because I'm not starting a new series. I'm just starting a new video series. Yeah, this is called the Edge Pen on Medibang Paint Pro. It's very helpful. The only thing that isn't helpful about those brushes, if you do like this, every time you lift the pen, it restarts a line. So if I were to draw a T, it would either have to look like that or this. Which is a little bit infuriating, but I understand the mechanics of it. Yeah, it's called an edge pen because it adds an edge to what you're writing. Get your head out of the gutter. Okay, that's what it'll look like on YouTube from like way back here. Okay, you're scrolling. You see this goofy, you're like, huh. Oh, another comparing the movie to the book series? Let's check that out. Okay, it's still rolling. Whew. For now, this is good. Not sure about the background, though. But that's a lot of green, you see. Oh, I thought that was something on the layer, but no, it's just something on the screen. Hang on, there we go. Hang on, if I bear with for a sec. Who could it be now? Who could it be now? This is probably just adding extra pixels that aren't needed. But who am I if not eccentric? Let's play another game. This time I've got to win. Lives on the line. Winner takes all. Now let's begin. Oh, that's right. I heard the story over and over again. Gee, it's all to finally beat her other friends. That's right, I heard the story. Don't really like how it ends. Gee, it's all to finally beat her other friends. I've had the entirety of the Steven Universe soundtrack screaming through my head. And I'm not complaining. But at the same time, I'm like, God, it makes me want to rewatch the series. Why would you ask me that, man? Why would you ask what my favorite song is in all of Steven Universe? I have to pick one! Okay, top 5. How about that? Off the top of my head, top 5. Love Like You, Distant Shore, Escapism, Drift Away, and maybe the theme song that Steven sings when he's a little kid. That's just catchy. All of the songs are catchy. There's very few songs in Steven Universe where I'm like, alright, skip. But those 5 are like, yeah, turn it up. Although, something entirely new has been running through my head recently. Like, I've been sleeping on a bunch of Steven Universe songs. Where did we go? What did we do? Think we made something entirely new, and it wasn't quite me, and it wasn't quite you. I think it was someone entirely new. So, well, I just can't stop thinking. So, did you say I was different? Oh, fuck me. Stronger Than You. That's a damn good song, too. I'm so sorry, no, no, don't be. One thing, and I've talked about this on Twitch, one thing that still kind of barge coming through just irks me about Steven Universe, the tiniest thing. My girl Jasper never got a song. I mean, I get it, it's not really in her character, but I'm just, god dang it, we could have had something. We were robbed! We were robbed! She never sang! Jasper never once sang in the entire series. Not even a duet with anybody. Not one. Look it up. Yeah, the Diamonds had several songs. Even in the movie, like, half their dialogue was singing. And the dialogue that they did have speaking was also hilarious. I know everyone hates the Diamonds, yeah, because evil dictators, but also the bit where they appear on Earth and White Diamond's like, is your planet always so broken. Just not that we're judging. Oh, of course not, because judging people is wrong. God, that movie is so funny. Also, the diamonds are just divas. Is that rose quartz? Look at this hideous disguise she's taken. Forget the trial. We should shatter her just for looking like that. It's like, that shirt with those shoes in my house? Like, girl. Oh my god. A lot of the show is unironically kind of funny. I mean, it's a serious episode and a serious situation. Steven is on trial for the crimes of Rose Quartz. But oh my god, that line is just like, ooh, I am the one that gets that don't need a gun to get respect. That's an old meme. Do 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 do. Anyway. Hopefully, at least, we might learn more about my girl Rhodonite in the new series Lars of the Stars that's coming out. Whenever. I don't know. I don't remember when the release date for Lars of the Stars is supposed to come out. But right now, I'm more hyped about the... Dare I even say it? Because I'll get started, and I don't want to get started. No, I'm not going to say it. 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 Okay. Better? But, ooh, no. But could be more. Okay. Not bad. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong one. Not bad at all. No, that's not bad. Okay, bit of contrast, the purple and the green. And to stand out. Not too dark. Not too saturated. Okay, now that is just awful, but this... Okay, I'm gonna save this as a separate file just so I can come back and look at it later. MVB... This... Bumb... Save... And then we will come back to this at a later date. Now, I have... Jesus. Some other things... Should I work on... No, I want that all in a speed paint, and I mean, I could start recording, but no, my poor computer couldn't handle that. Bless you! Now, let me get this one up, so I can look at this for a sec. I'll be right back. Alright, hang on. Sorry about that. I had to talk to my sister real quick, and stay tuned because later she's bringing bubble tea. Alright, we left off on Twitch, where we had finalized this design for this character, who has still yet to be named. The current stand-in name is Roar, or Rar. However, not a persona, just an OC. My persona is this cat lady, which you can't see. Now, my big dumb head's in the way. Hang on. My persona is this lady. Can't you see the resemblance? This is an OC that I have sadly neglected over the years, and I feel bad about it, so we're fixing our mistakes by doing something about it. Like 2 drops of water. I've never heard that phrase before, but that's funny. What the balls was that? I really hope that was just my furniture shifting and not something else. Anyway. If I hear it again, it was something else. So this character, they are, of course, a bit punk, because they're a pink Wolverine. I mean, what's more punk than a pink Wolverine? That was my ankle. Should I make this just part of their hand, and then their... whoops. If I just give them chunky paws. Like this. But then also... give them... what? Like, fingerless gloves or something? Because I had thought of keeping, since they got shoes that cover their legs, that they had some sort of band on their forearm that covered the whole thing. But it's like, that covers up some of her decal. Like, having pink forearms that are like in a... I said her, my bad. They. But then again, the pink markings get covered up on their legs, which we would only see if they were naked, so... oh, je vous plais. I don't know. Because if I gave them normal arms, it probably wouldn't look as good. So maybe if we did that. No, that doesn't. Now, in this old design, I gave them thicker, like, muscular arms with spike collar things with digigrade legs. This one I'm kind of taking away the digigrade legs, but that's because I'm borrowing this design from another character that has been scrapped. So, if... So they look weird without something on their wrists, because they're grungy, agey punk, so... I mean, they're wearing cuffed pants, fishnets, and ripped denim vest and a collar. Yeah, I was thinking the spike bracelets, but they don't really have a wrist in this design. So, it would be like up here. Because, like, here it looks fine for this design, but this is a different art style for this one. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah. What layer? That's this layer. So, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. 'Tis the season, I'm going to be sneezing a lot, no matter how much allergy medication I take. I love it here. That's a tangent! Oh no! How dare we have tangents? Alright, now, are we thinking choker or collar? Because there's a difference between having a choker and a collar. Either way, it's probably going to have spikes on it, but it might not, because there's enough spikes on their face and hair and the rest of them. So maybe adding spiked collars might take away from the oomph of the rest of their design. All I know is that their arms need to be exposed because they do have a special marking on their upper arm. I could also double down on the fishnets, because I do have another character that I should work on. That I'm going to double down on the fishnets for that character once I get around to redesigning them. Maybe a choker will look better with the chest. Yeah. I know. Just a little bit more. It's like up here or something. I feel like they wouldn't actually have a collar, because then that's like that'd be dishonest to their character. There we go. Hi, Waffles. Hello from my desktop with broken speakers and not much to do today. Oh no. Oh my god. You and your tech issues, man. It's impressive. You should start a video series just talking about that. A list of all the things I have that have broken. In alphabetical order. I know this is part of this. It's like a clip under the vest to keep it closed and to like accentuate their floof. But this is their fur, this is their fur, this is fishnets poking out from the pants because that is Pete character design. I mean, look at that. Now this is when I first started sketching them and couldn't decide what kind of face that they were gonna have. I just know that the original character I drew this clothes for was very cinched. But for a Wolverine, you wouldn't cinch a Wolverine. No, you wouldn't do that. They're an excellent rectangle. Could use the speakers from my 98 machine. It's the only other thing I have. One sec. Oh god, yep, hold. No one talk until Waffles gets back. Just use the closed caption feature on YouTube. I'm sure it will always accurately capture exactly what I'm saying. How is this face gonna work? Because, you see, they've got... Maybe if I match it up with their spikes, it'll be a little bit easier. Could do that, yeah. Because then they have light ears, the pinker tips. So then it's like, what the fuck? Oh, perfect, actually. Hang on. Then we have that. Just blocking it in. And then... this pank for the innermost, and then this also pank for the rest of the face. This is who we are, and this is who I am. If you think you should stop me, then you need to think again. 'Cause I am a feeling that will never end. I won't let you hurt my planet. I won't let you hurt my friends. Go ahead and try and hit me if you're able. Can't you see that my relationship is stable? I know you think I'm not something you're afraid of. 'Cause you think that you've seen what I'm made of. I am even more than the two of them. Everything they care about is what I am. I am their fury, I am their patience, I am a conversation. I am made of love, and it's stronger than you. Love, and it's stronger than you. I didn't know everyone likes the song Stronger Than You, and it's been used to death. You don't have the volume on when you're watching me, do you? With her around? Like, no. Ooh, she doesn't need to learn all these words yet. I know, I know. I'm just... Sometimes you never know. You never know. Kids hear everything. Okay, so then this chest... Oh shoot, that's not a... There we go. Just blocking in the colors a little bit just to see how they work. That's just for the chest. This is for the stomach. And this is the main body color, so I can just block that in a little bit. So now with that, and what color did I say the claws were? This and or that. That would make the hair and tail hair and tail would be white. And then this underside bit would probably match this dark red. Because there's not really much design. You can't really see the top of their head, so it could be anything. Which is why I just rounded it off for there in this art piece. And for here, I chose, like, white hair to match the tail with a red under. Just to, like, cover for the fact that they don't have eyebrows. This. And then this. Alright, now for legs. Damn legs. Because if they didn't have any clothes on, the red would be like this. And then this. With this color being here. They have all these cool stripes, and of course I have to put clothes on my furries because I used to not do that. But then they have this tiny pink thing there, which is actually supposed to be on their back. So unless I draw them with an open back something, this white streak and stripes aren't going to be seen. But then again, my character, I can decide whether or not they look a certain way. But then they would have this. I did this yesterday. Yeah. And then if it kept going, they would have a little bit of a pink here with this dark red with their little cookies sticking out. Let's just do erase that so I can see what's actually going to be that color. Because I kind of have a rule with my furry characters. If their design is overtly colored, like overtly colored, all of the clothes they wear has to be some sort of grayscale or a muted color, just to not overwhelm the senses. Oh wait, if I do this... See, guys? They're black-coated. And then we'll have this darker... Yeah! You look like a dragon fruit, baby! There, so that's mostly their crowd. Now, like, I had the blue and gray for this one because denim is blue and, you know, giving them gray things, but since they're, like, the aesthetic is alt, we're just gonna gray it out first, and then we'll color on top. And then, once we've nailed this down, from the ground up, then we can officially start doing their final ref sheet with expressions and poses and facts about their character. Which I can obviously come back to and change later. Who knows? Maybe they're secretly a sweetheart. No, I already did that to Thora, though. Thora is another character I have. She's based on a peacock mantis shrimp, so she looks bedazzling, to say the least. But she's also secretly a sweetheart. Even though she's got anger management. She's in anger management. For like the 5th time in a row. Because, you know, mantis shrimps. It's funny. It's a funny joke. Okay, now for sure I want this darker, and then maybe this the darkest. So then maybe this and these can match. And this with that. Excuse me. And then these bits can be not fully white, but whoops, maybe just close enough, just close enough so that they don't blend in with their tail. The black has become a black void, so maybe if I do this, and then make this and these the same color, not the same material or color, but at least the same value. Yeah, that works. Yay! is back. You know, I'm kind of happy with it. Unless, because they're frayed, so we can add a little bit of this.
It's still hot and it looks kind of sickly, but that's because it's an herbal tea.
Nice.
It is.
Yowza!
Let me.
Just put it down. Just put it down.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let me just show it off though.
Yeah, it looks sick, but
Pond water. I'm not making fun of it.
Well, I added milk and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't have added milk.
Is it what kind of herbal tea is it?
It's the peach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, peach and milk is fine.
Yeah, but I mean, I was like, oh yeah, peach, milk, this will be good, but then I was like,
Be a nice, cute, light orange, but no, it's herbal tea, so it turned brown.
So.
If you just put some orange food coloring in there, some orange, some peach flavored syrup.
I did put a little bit of the syrup in there. So.
Okay, so it'll at least taste good.
I mean, without the syrup, you could still taste the peach, but I just added a little bit just to...
I can't actually smell anything because I got a peach candle going as well. Can you tell I like peaches? Is it bad?
It's strong, but I'm not getting an immediate headache, so...
Okay, yeah, there's no essential oils or anything. It's not soy-based either. At least I don't think it is.
Maybe that was part of the problem.
What is this, actually? Hang on.
What is this?
Notes of bubbly champagne, zesty grapefruit, and orange in my peach mimosa? Premium cotton wick. Hand-poured in Missouri, so I don't know what goes on in Missouri.
Maybe it's the cotton wick?
I don't know.
Because other wicks are... I don't know. But it's not giving me an immediate headache. So
Okay.
I guess that one's safe to burn.
Candle approved.
I gave you all of the tea, so I have to burn myself some more.
Oh, okay.
Well, mix mine with raspberries. So we don't have any more peach tea.
Okay, so I'm imagining them... like... hands on their hips so then they would have much static but still works. You know, old speakers kind of do that eventually. They get to that age. Should I do the fucking... Do you guys... Okay, hang on. You guys are probably about to get... If you guys remember, you guys are probably about to get some serious flashbacks, but here we go. Yeah, you see it, you see it. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? There we go, there's one. And then, of course, what's scene core without a little bit of a... Got a little bit of that. Some, maybe some... Oh god, I hate it! I hate it affectionately. Nothing more seen than cake. Oh my god. And the other way around. Actually... What's scene core? Oh, okay. So, this was like my generation. You know those chicks and guys that had like the straightened hair with like the bangs that always like swoop to the side? Always like had like little mustaches drawn on their fingers, you know, posing, raccoon striped hair, bracelets up the wazoo. Like goth adjacent but with color. Sometimes some would say too much color. Like if you just Google scene core, you're gonna see exactly what people mean. Like they got checkerboard bracelets, maybe some checkered studded belt, pop a rainbow. Yeah, colored emo. That's a pretty good way to put it. Colored emo. I'll need to freshen up on my scene lingo. It's been a while. I was never part of the scene core movement because, I was a broke, lonely, nerdy kid. I had some friends that were scene. Let's actually draw her other... There. Let's draw their other arm. No, we'll do that in the final wrap because... Oops. I wanted to show off the decals in their tail and everything else. And we just gotta remember, despite how in character it would be for the character, whenever you're drawing a ref sheet, never fold the arms over the chest. Never make them... Even if this is their character, don't pose them like that in a ref sheet. In some art, by all means, but in ref sheet, you gotta make it open so people can actually see the design of the character they're looking at. She lost her Ray deciding factory. Dun dun da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun. And the Rita's factory. Oh, sound off if you know what I'm referencing. Where fears and hearts come true in the Rainbow Factory, where not a single soul gets through. The original Rainbow Factory creepypasta is kinda mid. Let's be honest, it's kinda mid. However, the song and the official sequel, Debt to Society, mwah, oh my god. But unfortunately, in order to fully enjoy Debt to Society, you should listen to the original Rainbow Factory. Nothing wrong with the original Rainbow Factory. It's one of the first creepypastas in the My Little Pony fandom. And it's kind of cringe but for the time, for being the first, like one of the first, it's pretty good. And the song that came out for it, Rainbow Factory by Wooden Toaster, is so good. Like I love that tune, that song so much, that little ditty. I shouldn't say ditty, but even though that's not what it means. Now the rainbow's tale isn't quite as nice. It's a story view of sugar and spice, and the rainbow's easy once you get to know it. with the help of the magic of the Pegasus device. Dun 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 dun. Now, would you call it a good creepypasta? It's fine. Rainbow Factory it's fine. I mean, culturally, it's good. It's important to the MLP fandom. Because it and Cupcakes sparked. They were like the forerunners of the MLP creepypasta scene. Even though Cupcakes is kind of bad, it did inspire a sequel, Rocket to Insanity, which was also pretty good. But, you know, Cupcakes and Rainbow Factory had to crawl, but had to walk, so Apple Sleep Experiment and Something Sweet to Bite could run straight at you with no mercy. Because holy crap, if you want two amazing, peak, absolutely terrifying My Little Pony creepypastas, Something Sweet to Bite and Apple Sleep Experiment. Now, Apple Sleep Experiment isn't as gory as Something Sweet to Bite. I will warn you. Something Sweet to Bite is very gory. So if you're queasy about reading or listening to gore, steer clear. But I really like Apple Sleep Experiment because it's a parody of the Russian Sleep Experiment. And it's more psychological horror. And I love psychological horror. The second one isn't as scary. Called Another Apple Sleep Experiment. It's not as scary, and I'm okay with it not being as scary, but it's a little bit more on a critique on... I don't even know what it's supposed to be a critique of, but all I know is it's the direct sequel to Apple Sleep Experiment, and it's pretty good. I'd say I enjoyed it, at least. Especially when it was first coming out. Oh my god, when it was first coming out, I just tuned in every single time. The video went live immediately. Right there. Like, Rainbow Factory is also kind of gory. But I don't think they go into as much detail with the gore as Something Sweet... No, actually, Something Sweet to Bite is one of the goriest creepypastas, period, I've ever listened to. And I really like it. The problem is, first time listening to it, it did tweak me out a little bit. I did get just slightly freaked. Okay, so for this ref, I'm gonna show their palms. Keep doing that. You need to stop. I'm gonna show their palms, just so for the ref sheet we can see what they look like. The only problem is this posing looks really bad, and I'm not sure how to do anatomy. Okay, that thumb's too big. A. The thing is, with Something Sweet to Bite, if you deponify the pasta, it would make an amazing horror film. It would make an absolutely killer, no pun intended, slasher horror film. It would be fantastic. I would watch it. Same with, the thing with Apple Sleep Experiment, if you deponify Apple Sleep Experiment, some of it doesn't quite work. I mean, it could still work for the story, and if you deponified it to make a mainstream movie, it would still be pretty good, but the problem is, it's because it's a creepypasta. For My Little Pony, we're already invested in the characters, and we know the lore and history of Equestria. So for Something Sweet to Bite, instead of it being Nightmare Night, it would be Halloween. And this town has one specific legend of a moon goddess banishing the boogeyman to the shadow realm. You know, it'd be a lot of reworking to do to make it a movie. But if they did somehow manage to do it, it would be very scary. It would be so. It'd be so good. It'd be so good. Gore fest all around, but I don't care. Nightmare night. What a fright. Give us something sweet to bite. I mean, that's just terrifying to hear in the middle of a foggy night, hearing children giggling. Having a little creature sneaking around you in the shadows going, hungry. You know, that'd freak out anybody. Made me twitch and squirm the first time I listened to it. And yes, listened. I don't really... I mean, I do read. It's just when it comes to creepypasta, I prefer to get a video that's doing an audio cover of the pasta so I can, like, listen to it while I draw. Oh, okay, so this one is round. Oh, okay. Actually should change that. Don't want to give them swollen hands. Maybe next one will yap more about My Little Pony. Yeah. Well, our fight is coming up soon, so whatever the teams are going to be for this year's art fight will dictate what characters I put up. So maybe we'll bring up my ponies or my Steven Universe Gemsonas. Who knows? Or maybe it'll just be furries. But regardless, I just wanted to work on this character. I'm like wrong anatomy-wise. But yeah, see ya. Stay safe out there. Don't talk to the police until you have a lawyer. Which is actually solid advice. What do people post their own? On the Art Fight website, actually, for Art Fight. People have posted, or cross-posted, their artwork on other platforms. What? Okay. But the official Art Fight is on artfight. Is it .net? I have it in the description of my... Hang on, let me look. Is it .net? Oh, it's not on my description. Oops, my bad. But it is on my channel. And I think it is artfight.net. I forgot. Oh, balls. How are we gonna do this? Wait, if I... There, if I do that instead, then instead of having paw pads on the line art, we could just have the colors. I could just draw the... No, that's not it. maybe it's just the end bits are pink. What are you saying? I'm the loser of the game. You didn't know you were playing. Okay, now. Might be a bit much detail for something, but you see here for the, and you know, it's my own design, even though I adopted them. I can make my own decisions, damn it. So here it's pink all around with just the teal paw pad, but here the teal is on the fingers with the green, darker colored line art. Uno momento. That was the worst cat drawing ever. Anyway. Blow this up. Damn. We're good. We're good. I didn't die. It's a little too hot. Yeah, that's a little hot, but it tastes good. Herbal peach bubble tea. Okay. Okay. So now What says your bubble tea iced? Is it good hot? Oh yeah, it's amazing. I've only had it hot. I've actually never had it iced before. Okay, we don't need that. So I don't need that symbol anymore. So if we... There we go. We are going around the leaf. Can we go a single stream without me referencing that scene in Bug's Life? Can we go a single stream without me doing that? Probably not, but anytime I say, there we go, I'll just remember that scene. We are trained professionals! Now stay calm! We are going around the leaf! Oh, nonsense. This is nothing compared to the twig of 83. Every time it happens, I continue that conversation. So, every time it happens, guess what scene pops into my head? So I'm just reinforcing neural pathways. I love it here. Yes, I am triple drinking this stream. We got the coffee, we got the bubble tea, and we got the water. Don't worry, the water has been drunk. I mean, I have had water. Okay? No need to panic. Let's just... hang on. Prepare to see the gates of heaven. Okay, no, it's just windy and overcast. It's not actually... I wish it would rain, damn it. It was a gem. I remember when it was in his theaters. Jeez. Well, the sun's not even out. See, it's overcast here too. It's overcast and not raining. I would be fine with it being overcast if it was raining, but then it don't. And then so we just sit here with grayness. And I'm like poking the clouds with a stick saying, do something! I was working in the garden a few days ago, and I had the entirety of the Bug's Life movie from like start to finish playing through my head. Not quite the entirety, but it was like enough of the movie, enough of it to where I just basically watched the movie in my head when I was working. The movie and also the bloopers that accompanied the DVD release. God, they were so funny. The day we stopped putting animated bloopers on, or just bloopers in general, on DVD releases, we were lost as a society. Like, what do you mean now? Like, this is why I hate streaming. As much as streaming and direct TV is, like, convenient, I can't on stream, on a streaming service, I can't do... I can't choose to listen to the audio commentary of the director. I have to go find that. I can't watch the bloopers. And sometimes a lot of DVDs, a lot of movies, they don't even release a blooper reel because they're like, why would we do that? It was a mistake. Delete it. It's like, no, please. Please. Give me bloopers. Give me deleted scenes. Give me audio commentary. Gib. They were giving. Oh, God. Zesty bestie. Remember whole DVDs of sport bloopers? Yeah, even sports. The football funnies and the hoops bloops. Although those were VHS, not DVD. But yeah, I can imagine there'd be like the bloopers for like a Lakers game or something like that. That'd be funny. One thing I don't like about bubble tea is like when I'm trying to just have a sip of the tea and there's a bubble right there, it's like, I don't want the bubble right now. Later, yes, I just want a sip of tea, so that means I have to pull the straw out and let them all drip and then bring it back down. It's like, nah, I just want a sip. How are we on time? 2:15? We could get started. Now, since they are a Wolverine, we need to make some notes. There. Short. And like I talked about on stream on Twitch yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Holy crap, that was yesterday. Wow. Wolverines are excellent rectangles. Their entire body is shaped like a rectangle. Now, we are betraying the rectangle rule a little bit with this design, giving them a bit of a dumpy. But Wolverines have stocky legs. Short, stocky legs. Like, how can I not give them a dumpy? Come on. Oh, literally, let me pull it back up because I just want to reiterate this on YouTube because it is really funny that I noticed it. It was this one, yeah. Look at this Wolverine. Not only is that a perfect dome, that is also an excellent rectangle. Look at that! Their entire body, just a perfect rectangle. Same with the rest of the other musculars. Look at that. Perfect rectangle. Now, this one isn't quite a perfect rectangle with the sables, because they're a little bit more bottom heavy. But still, look at that. Beautiful rectangles. Same with the face. Look at this. Just a perfect rectangle. So, for our little guy, we are sticking sort of with the rectangle shape. But I just realized if we're doing a rectangle, with a bit of a flared base. They're a beaker, of course. I'll see myself out. Silly Sue, oh tell me, what's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling blue? Oh, how can you stand to be here with it all? Here with it all, drowning in all this regret. Wouldn't you rather forget her? Oh, won't it be grand to get rid of it all? Rid of it all. Let's make a plan of attack. Start looking forward and stop looking back. Oh, yes, of course we still love her, and we're always thinking of her. Don't you know I miss her too? But tell me, what's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? What's the use of feeling? Mm-hmm. 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 I really miss that show. I really miss Steven Universe. They should bring it back. But if they have different bracelets, we should show off our arms a bit more. I'm tempted to kind of just give them a cigarette. I'm like this close to giving them like a cigarette or something. Because then they could, you know, like, have it between the fingers. While also kind of flipping the bird. There you go. You could give them a lollipop. Could. I could. That'd be funnier. Okay, then I need to move their arm, and then we'll just do this. There. It's a really bad sketch, but this is just laying down. I saw this one clip. I didn't actually see the anime, but it was like, Sensei, I don't think you're supposed to be smoking in school. It's not a cigarette, it's a lollipop. Then why is there smoke coming out the end? Oh, that's because I'm just licking it so fast. With a whole lollipop like this big. It's like, oh yeah, the tip was smoking because I'm licking it so fast. It's like, what? What are we... What are we doing here? I'm noticing their cheeks and shape kind of look like a star. The One Piece character. Oh, okay. Switched out the sitter to make it more kid friendly. Oh yeah, they finger gunned the guns out of Yu-Gi-Oh. Have you seen that? In the original Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh, the government officials actually had guns. But since we can't show guns to American children, they can't see that, they edited out the guns and made them just pointing at people. It's like, two government officials like, you there, you need to come with us. And they're like, oh, the government. It's like, what? The worst case of censorship I can think of for anime, off the top of my head, is the infamous Sailor Moon incest. Because there are two sailors. I don't remember their names, because I've never watched Sailor Moon. I've just heard about this and was like, oh my god. And in the original Japanese, they are a couple. They don't, they just hang out together, they cuddle, they get real close to each other. I think they kiss once, I don't know. But they are a couple in the original Japanese. But since in America, we can't have gay people, so they made them cousins, but didn't change any of the interactions. So they had cousins, spending a lot of time together, snuggling, cuddling, saying I love you, insisting on being together, and sharing a kiss. Like, I would have rather have had the lesbians, honestly, than the Sweet Home Alabama nonsense that they're putting up, that they translated it to. It's like, did they not think that one through, even in the slightest? Like, if you're gonna censor something, at least be smart about it. Now, Pokemon censorship was just funny. They're literally eating onigiri with the umeboshi and the rice ball and everything, and they're like, hey Ash, would you like some jelly-filled donuts? It's like, what? And there was another one where, I don't remember the name, but Jesse was talking about how he would eat this one food where it had, like, the rice and the leaf on it. It wasn't, like, seaweed like onigiri, but it was like a leaf. And I don't remember what it is in the original Japanese, but in the English, they called it ice cream sandwiches, even though it was clearly a leaf. It's like, huh? What? You know, it wouldn't completely break a child's mind to figure out that other people from other places eat other things. Like, you can't give them Japanese anime and then force America on it. They're like, oh, but they can't handle other cultures. You're giving them another culture! Pokemon is Japanese! It's inherently Japanese. A lot of things that happen in Pokemon is inspired by Japanese mythology, history, and culture. You can't... Now, regionalizing a translation of a show to make a joke make more sense for the language, I do understand that. That does make a little bit more sense. But when you completely scrub the original culture that made the show out of the show, it'd be like, okay, like, why? What? Why? If you don't want that culture to be in that show, made by that culture, don't watch the show. Get out. You can't. I think the phrase is you can't have your cake and eat it too, but you're not even eating the cake. You're not even eating the cake. You're straight, like, here's the cake. What you did is you took off all the frosting, flipped it upside down, poured salt on it, and called it a chiffon. Or not even a chiffon, and called it lasagna. What? It's clearly not lasagna. It's a bastardized cake that you ruined. What are we doing here? Why is every adult in child entertainment either trying to do their damnedest to just tell a good story while fighting S&P all the way, because they're like, oh, we can't have our shareholders think about this. Won't someone please think of the shareholders? I.e. Gravity Falls and Steven Universe, like, what the hell? And Owl House, oh my god, Owl House, but the Owl House creator didn't have to fight tooth and nail just to have her show on the air as hard as Rebecca Sugar did for Steven Universe. Oh my god, she lost hair over working with that. It's like, why are all the, like, officials in charge of children's entertainment, why are they the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet? Like, why? You're entertaining children. You kind of have to be smart about it. Oh, but it's just children. But then why are you so concerned about what they can and cannot see if they're just kids and it doesn't matter? It's just kids show and doesn't matter. Like, think it through, princess. Anyway. And then shows that are actually good, that children do enjoy, just get canceled for no reason because the network decided it wasn't profitable. Even though it was genuinely a good show with good story. Like, you know exactly what show I'm talking about. I don't even have to say what show I'm talking about. You know why? Because there's far too many to name just one. Where it's happened to a beloved show that fans enjoyed, people tuned in for, had a huge cult following, canceled. Because, oh, nobody was watching it. Well, that's because you kept sabotaging the show. You didn't want it on the air anymore because you wanted to make way for something new that you thought would be more profitable, instead of sticking with the thing that you know is profitable and is currently making you money and currently works. No, because like landlords, new tenants are for some reason more profitable than sustainable current tenants that have never been late on a payment and have lived in your complex for years. But no, you're going to evict them to say vacancy, new tenants wanted, so you can upcharge them on their security deposit. What are we doing? This face looks really bad, and hang on, let me... Like, why are CEOs the dumbest people on the planet? Like, do you not even use your own product? Like, the CEO of YouTube has admitted he doesn't even use YouTube. Half of the people that run Google don't even have iPhones. Like, What? Not even iPhones. They don't have smartphones. It was like, okay, wait. Nani? The fuck? What do you mean? It'd be like saying the CEO of Ford doesn't draw... I mean, the CEO of Ford doesn't drive cars. Or doesn't even like cars. Excuse me? You're the CEO of Ford. What are you talking about? Hypothetical. How do you not use YouTube? Exactly! The dude, the CEO of YouTube, admitted in an interview he doesn't even use the app. He doesn't know how it works. But he's the one who decides where all these AI tools get forced down our throats. He makes the final decision on what changes to the app that he doesn't even use. And insists upon all these things that literally nobody wants, and that everyone and their dog has said, no, we don't want that, we want this. And he's like, okay, that. It's like, no! Bet he watched only that Sora AI. I got bamboozled by 2 AI videos yesterday, and it pissed me off. Like, it literally ruined my mood for the rest of the days. I got bamboozled. Okay, I didn't remember what the name of the channel is, because apparently you can't block people on YouTube, which is stupid. It was this video that was talking about, Native American wisdom to help you get through the day. I think that was the video. I was like, okay, you know what? Great. Let's listen to what the elders had to say about these kinds of situations. I could use some sage advice. And I'm listening to it, I'm watching it, and I'm sitting there like, their voices sound kind of weird. Is it just a really bad mic? No, it isn't just a bad mic. Hang on. Artificial content. They didn't say AI. They just said it was used by artificial content. It's like, you gotta be You're using AI to peddle fake Native American values? AI that is notorious for killing the planet? Like, what? That pissed me off on a moral reasons. Morally, that pissed me off. So it's like, fuck you. Do not recommend. Get out of my channel. Get out of my face. And I saw this other video where this guy had like a 3-hour long video talking about the ethics of Steven Universe. It was like, okay, great. I love Steven Universe. I love video essays. Let's listen to this. And it's like, okay, the guy's voice recording is a little weird, but he probably splices it. Mine sometimes feels weird because I'll re-record a line and be like, no, but this part was good and this part was good, so let's just splice it. You know, I do that. And then I was listening to it for like a good 20 minutes. And then I scrolled in the comments and someone said, it's funny how you're using AI to talk about Steven Universe. Make your own damn content. I was like, no way. And then I looked. I couldn't find anywhere in the description that said they used AI or anywhere in the channel. But I could see, I could hear the AI voice acting. And I was just, oh my fucking god. Bamboozled again. Tricked, backstabbed, and quite possibly bamboozled. I alt-F4'd off the internet so fast, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna go clean something. Because if I don't, I'm gonna put my fist through a wall. If you speed up the video to 2 times speed, you can tell fast if it's a robot. That's good. That is good advice. Hold on. For real? Like, confirmed? Because I saw this one video in my recommended, I saved it to my watch later, how to tell if things are AI. I was like, you know what? I need to watch that video and take notes. 2x speed. Okay, I need to deliver that to memory. Whoop. We need to lock that in. I'm drinking herbal peach bubble tea made by my sister to help me feel better. Yeah, you can hardly see them, but I got little colored bobas. They got little colors. They don't taste like anything, but they're fun. I think what's thrown me off is because of their cheek weft and the way their face is, it looks like their face is getting pushed by the lollipop stick. So I'm gonna have to change that. I could still do the lollipop thing, but if I put the arm here, I can have them still flipping the bird with the lollipop. Which, okay, wait, that doesn't look quite right, but it's... Been doing it for the past 3 years, not... It's getting harder to tell, but not by much. Reminder, I usually watch things 2 times speed, so that's normally... see, I never think of the speed, I never think to do that. I always look at the, like, usually I can kind of tell if the art is AI, but it's getting so hard. I saw some art, some character design that was 100% AI. I didn't realize because it looked like, it looked like someone's art style that they would like post on Twitter or Blue Sky. It looked 2D. It was 2D. It was a character design, and people were like, AI, here's why, and I'm just like, oh no, you can't. Oh my god, it is. What the fuck? And thank you, yes, this character is really fun. I thought, since I adopted them, here's their original adoptable sprite. I adopted them like 5 years ago. I might as well give them a full official ref sheet. Because I hadn't before. It's like, oh man, I'm so stupid. Okay, that's the proper shape. This is too big. Do you listen to my videos at 2x speed? Oh god, how annoying does that sound? I probably sound awful. I've never actually listened to my own videos at 2x speed. I should probably try that. So like, the robot voice on 2x speed, is it obvious by, like, it becomes janky, or you can do you, like, hear, like, does it sound, like, what sound am I looking for when putting AI videos at 2x speed? Like, do they just sound weird, or is it, like, if you speed it up, does it actually say, this is AI? They sound like a little robot. Humans speak with rhythm. Okay, yep, rhythm. But here's the thing, though. My neurodivergent autistic ass doesn't pick up on, like, I barely pick up on rhythm and, like, vocal tone until it's like, wait a minute, they're speaking kind of weird. But then again, I speak kind of weird, so I shouldn't, you know. So, like, I excuse it by, you know, but, like, just being awkward on camera. But it was like, this person has, like, over several thousand subscribers. They should not be awkward on the mic. Because I barely have 400 subscribers, okay? I still have an excuse to be awkward on the mic. Alright. Moment of truth. Wait a minute. Thumb would be on the... I drew the hand backwards. Usually have 5 types of voices that AI type channels love to use. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I recognize, like, the YouTube Shorts AI voices, but not, like, the YouTube videos, because I haven't been, So, okay, yeah, the thumb would be here. Well, let's say, you know, you got a lollipop. Sucking on a lollipop. Or no, wait, yeah. Because it's pointed out to show that it's not a cigarette. It's a lollipop. So... Wait. This hand. For me, anyway. Okay, so... Bent. Bent. I can't draw on that. Bent. Bent. And then put the lolly. There we go. I still struggle drawing hands. It's been how long since I've started drawing, and I still struggle with hands? Like, do I even study? I know in this first pass I gave them booty, but I kind of like the straight hips here. That does kind of add to their androgynous. Even though non-binary people don't owe you androgyny, and I kind of... I already have kind of an androgynous character, but he is specifically a guy. He's not non-binary or any of that, or he's not even trans. He's a cis man, but he just... people assume he's a girl because he's got booty. It's like, guys can have ass too, you know? Where'd this anti-man ass propaganda come from? That's sexist. Oh, should I make... Okay, what lollipop? What lollipop should I make this? Should it be a... Should it be a Tootsie Pop? Oh, waiter, more members, please. I'm not even an ass chick, and I just think it's... I think it's asinine that men aren't allowed to have booty. Or at least by some people say, oh wow, you got a woman's ass. It's like, huh? Excuse you? Or should this be one of those bug pops? You know, the one with the like the scorpion inside them? That'd be really funny. Or should it be I'm gonna spell this wrong, but the Bubba Pops? Those, like, Bud Pops are really edgy, though. That is pretty good. That is a good point. But it would be funny if it was a Hubba Bubba Pop, so then they could also be, constantly chewing bubblegum. That is also pink. See, now they're edgy, but it's like in a kidcore way. I would be really intrigued to actually think about what their aesthetic is, because they are so tragically pink. Would it be funny if they were like edgy in a kidcore way? Like if I change out their clothes, because I was just mapping out values, and give them a bunch of bracelets that are like friendship bracelets and like little keychains. My, you know, candy kid core, edgy. They might as well give them the swirly pop. Oh yeah, or the swirly. I don't know how to spell any of this. I mean, we could do that. It could be any and all. I could... You know what? That'll just be a rule. They always have a lollipop, and it can be any type of lollipop. As long as it's some sort of candy. Maybe for Earth Day, it'd be fun to draw them with some yummy Earth lollipops. Because those are supposed to be naturally dyed and sustainably made. Okay, yeah, so let's get down some more rules. They are short because Wolverine. Candy core. I'm gonna... kid is spelt with a K. Kid core question mark. This is just notes for me. Because if they look like this... Yeah, let's move it down. Break it down, homie. Like... Since they're pink and teal, if their clothes were... I wanted to make them a neutral tone. You know, because they're pink. What if their clothes were different colors as well? And this is just trying something. Maybe more purple? Ooh, I like the purple pants. Maybe this could be gray, or like a denim blue. This character may or may not be on Art Fight this year. May or may not, depending on the themes, like I said previously, depending on the themes. Oh, I like that purple. I don't know what it is, but I like that purple. Now for this, what is this? And then the bracelets, we can add more color to. I'll definitely have to look up more ref sheets. Get some more references. But for the sketch... let's move that right there. Okay, so can be any candy, but since I'm gonna draw them with the bug pop, because that's just funny. That means I have to... Oh, I have to draw a scorpion. What other ones are there? I know there's a scorpion one. I'm pretty sure there was like a... Those are three-dimensional spaces. What else were there? Hang on, let me look that up. I know the scorpion one because that one freaked me out as a kid. Because I'm like, what do you do when you get to the scorpion? Aren't they poisonous? No, honey, they're venomous. Oh, phew. Bug. Mm. Okay, well, what? I'm getting a few different things. Hang on. Oh, fuck me, you can't even see it. There's the Lion King bug pops, but this is gummy bugs. Same with the Bug's Life. Press on a bike. The Bug's Life lollipops. Oh wow, that actually worked. Which also have gummy bugs inside them. What? What did you do? Oh, bitch. Okay, my phone cucked me. And then, of course, there is the Scorpion Pops, which I think are just scorpions. But then I also saw this from Trolley. The Trolley Gummy Pop. I'm sorry, but popsicles are already borderline phallic imagery. Why did you make it floppy? And I know it's not a sex thing, but that's like, no, I'm just imagining it in my mouth, and, oh, there were others. Okay, there was the scorpion, there's like a worm, a cricket, insect suckers. Yeah, oh. Why? Like, honestly, why? I don't know, let me look up insect suckers. This is just... No! No! What in the ever-loving fuck is this? This is a caramel apple rolled in mealworms. I hope they're not alive, the poor things. Oh, God. There's her face. Look at this. She's the one doing this. Is this the face of a sane woman? Doubt me for my phone battery. Oh, why? Why white people? Why? In the wise words of Snoop Dogg, is this what white people do? Oh God, there's a spider. And these are obviously fake PNGs. Spider warning. These are obviously fake PNGs plastered onto a lollipop, but like I do remember there being a spider one, and I absolutely hated it. Why is anything? We've removed one of your pins due to community guidelines. Okay, can we also take a moment to breathe? Let's pause for a moment to bitch about how Pinterest will blame you for saving a pin that violates community guidelines, and then remove it and say it violated community guidelines. Make sure you never save pins like that, so you don't lose your account. And then you're like, okay, cool. Can I look at the pin to see what it was? Nope. It doesn't exist anymore. We got rid of it. It's like, may I please see the pin that you hid from me? Nope. It's like, but how the hell am I supposed to know what violates your community guidelines? I've had to dispute so many because they're like, here you go. It's like, you can't refute the pin properly if you don't know what it is, and they don't let you see what it is until you refute it. So I'm just like, I just automatic refute all the pins because most of it's from the art section, and it's like, for nudity. It's like, oh my God, I swear to God, if it was just a mannequin. Season your food, white people, what? Oh my God. I want death. Okay, that'd be a good sketch. This is a bad scorpion. Don't look at it, but it's good for at least for a sketch before I can go find an official. You know what I'm gonna do just to freak people out? I'm just trying to find a PNG and copy paste the PNG of the lollipop over the sketch in the art. There you go. Now I don't have to draw a scorpion. Control C, Control V, Control T. Rotate, overlay, there we go. I don't have to draw anything. PNGs! Okay. What are we thinking about these colors? Because I kind of like them, but they might be a bit much. Because then you see if we take a thing and then, not a thing, if we take this for the saturation and just okay, so desaturated, it looks fine value wise, so I think we're good. Maybe some texture. Yeah, I could. Yeah, like these. This is a void of purple. Fuzzy leggings? Fuzzy leg warmers? No, no, that would take away from the rest of the blue. If I don't want to add like stripes or nothing because they're already wearing fishnets. But then if I make these like actual leg warmers, like let's just have a band here. Like, the leg warmers would definitely add to the more like 80s core, the 80s aesthetic that we're going for here. I think that'll do it. Now, now as much as I love just having the straight legs, that means I'll have to reconfigure. We just surpassed 3 hours. How about that? Gotta round off the edges for this one to show that, yes, it has been sucked on. I love it. I love it. Precious little baby. Pretty little baby. Pretty little baby. Okay, that's a good start. Man, God, I'm just thinking about the level of how much detail do I want to add to this kid before it becomes too much. Alright, I like it. Picasso. I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. Don't apply. No. Always flip your canvas, kids. Always flip your canvas. Okay. I think the ear is just a little too close. That might be it. And would be totally deranged when I think about the time I spent. I wanna be disobedient. I should have waited, wondering where my summers went. I wanna be disobedient, disobedient, disobedient. Oh my god. Oh, where's their choker? Their choker! No! The choker joker, where? God. Cartoon necks, man. I can see why they don't draw them, but at the same time, for fuck's sake, give your characters necks. Thank you. Guys. I have not had lunch yet, and it is 3... No, it's 2 o'clock for me. We're at 3 hours, it's at 2 o'clock. So... And drinking tea and coffee does not count as lunch. 3 coffees, no lunch. I want horse meme. So I'm gonna go have lunch. And then maybe we'll finish this on another stream, probably on Twitch. I don't know what YouTube's next stream is going to be. I genuinely don't. Because I'll be working on things. Yes, I'm going to go eat. I just got to sign off first. So, I'm streaming more on Twitch. I used to stream Mondays and Wednesdays, but I've kind of started doing it Tuesdays and Thursdays. Mostly because Monday I'm recovering from the weekend, which is usually full of yard work and whatnot. So, yeah. Whenever and whatever that may be.